Hey peeps, welcome to the channel. Name's King Goose. Some of you may know me from the Fantasy Life Online Discord. I've been playing the Japanese version of Fantasy Life Online for 3 years now. Last week Bolt Trend announced that they're working on an English version of Fantasy Life Online, and the game is currently in beta. The beta ends on November 5th UTC. Today I'll be checking out the beta for Fantasy Life Online. I have many questions about the game and I'm really excited to check it out. I'll be covering this game fairly intensely in the future. I'm sure some of the fans out there are pretty excited about the English mobile version of it. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below and I'll answer them. But Goose, it's a gacha game. Yes, I know. Some of you may be put off that it's a gacha game, but I can say from my experience from playing the Japanese version of Fantasy Life Online that the game is really fun. And it really holds up to that sequel we deserve, with its improved gameplay, lots of new features, such as chasing lives out in the field, and the ability to dodge. I'm sure some of you mercenary mains will love that. Don't forget about the funny dialogue and puns. Plus some new characters and old characters from the 3DS game in improved graphics. You can still team up with others from around the world, or play solo and have your allies help you. If you're a huge fan of the Fantasy Life series, come and check it out. So what are you waiting for? Your Fantasy Life is waiting for you. Alrighty, now let's jump right into it and start with making my avatar and checking out the beta for Fantasy Life Online. Just like in the 3DS game, you get first straight in a white text with a few messages. Alright, here is that character screen that everyone knows of. So it's pretty much the same as the 3DS version, but you have a few new improvements as well. So I'm just going to make my default character I've made for all my games. Got a few options here as well, such as your ears and facial hair. Right now we have a sound effects. Yatta! I'm gonna go for casual. Just note you can customize this at any time in the game later on. I'm gonna call myself King Goose. And let's start the game with this appearance. Some of you may know her from the 3DS game. So these are the two deities. They have a role to play in the Fantasy Life Online game. So it must pass a test, become the god's envoy. Alright. So in the mobile version of the game, we can do clicking manually, or we can go down to the left hand side and tap this icon. Once you tap that icon, you will go to auto attacking mode, where you don't have to spam click. Alright, here you would do it's a unique feature to the mobile game where you have allies. You can have 3 allies in total and you can swap between them. So if I tap the icon here, I will swap out to them and I can play as them. Did a counter attack there. And then they just made a slight joke there that the gods don't work. Other gods and oh right. So here we go, this is a simulation of multiplayer pretty much. So with the mobile version of the game, there is weekly and monthly events and some little boss events you can do online as well. You can team up with friends or people from around the world to take down powerful monsters and get new rewards. Alright, so we have the Dragon Lord. You can see here that he is weak to light. Alright. So I'm going to swap to my ally because he is a light element. And you can see that by the yellow icon. Alright, so we want to keep an eye out. Phase 2 here. So you can counterattack in this game by swiping left and you'll see a character light up and a ting sound. Tap again and you'll do a counterattack. Each time you counter, it does use SP. Well, I'm out of SP. And that is the Dragon Lord repelled. So here the gods talk about factions. And these some of the multiplayer emotes you can use. And the Strain Boy disappears. Find a way to save the world from darkness. Perhaps you can. Have to find out what he means by that later on. So we have the two gods introducing themselves here. Here's the god of wisdom and the red is the god of strength. So just like in the 3DS game, in Fantasy Life Online there is a mysterious dark power corrupting the world. And they are looking for talented individuals such as yourself to help with the task, and they grant you the title as God's Envoy. Definitely lazy. Now please note here, it says there isn't a big difference between the two factions, but later on, as the game progresses, there will be a red vs blue event, where all the players on blue and red have to compete for who has the most points accumulated at the end of the event. Now how the event works is you gotta slay a special monster, do certain tasks, and you get points. Now within each bracket you have to be, let's say, rank 1000 in blue or red. Normally in the Japanese version that I found, blue team had a lot more players than red, so it was a lot more time consuming and a lot more hard work to be in rank 1000 for the blue team, where on the red team on the other hand, because there was less players, it was easier to be below rank 1000. I don't know, you'll have to find out how the global version goes. For this one I'm going to choose red because that's the team I chose for the Japanese version. And then here it states there's a total of 12 lives when starting out the game. Here are all your classes here as well. So just like in the 3DS game, you have the 4 combat classes: Paladin, Mercenary, Magician, and Hunter. You also have the gathering ones: Miner, Angler, and Woodcutter. And you also have the crafting lives here as well. Alright, this is where we start out. Now please let me in the comments down below which class you'll be starting out with first. My favorite class is Paladin, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Paladin class. And you also see your master there as well behind you. Alright, so here it says the Paladin class, and it also recommended classes that go with this as well. So recommended lives for Paladin are Miner, Blacksmith and Alchemist. And he's giving me my license. Alright, so when starting out in the game, you have 4 attempts for your special summon. These attempts are 4 guaranteed 5 stars for you to start out the game with. Now, for my recommendations, if you're more on the crafting side, I would definitely recommend Bray or Kennedy. So, the blacksmith and carpenter are necessary pretty much for later on in the story. So you can craft really good gear and increase your power. For DPS early game, I would recommend Hawk. For nice support, I would recommend the Earth Mage. He has really nice healing abilities. If you pair him with his staff, you can get SP regenerations. So right here, I'm just going to go my summon. And hopefully the RNG gods are very nice to me today. And I hope they are nice for you. Please let me know in the description below and comments, or come on to the Discord and let me know how your gacha RNG is. Are you starting off really good, or do you have to re-roll? Alright, so we got the best blacksmith in the game right here, so I can summon 3 more times. Now once you have summoned all your 4 characters, you can only pick between 1. So you're going to have a really hard decision at the end. Alright, so we got the miner. I really hope we get the healer. He's so useful. Or even some nice DPS would be very nice. Oh, so we got Fire Mercenary. Alright, last one. Please bless me, get your gods. Ooh. Come on. Ah, Jake. So unfortunately in this instance for my starting character pool, I would go with my blacksmith. So what I want to do is just select that one, go OK, and it'll say confirm, are you sure you want to start with this character? Yes. Now it really all depends on what you want to do. Personally, I'm very happy with getting a 5-star blacksmith early on, because that can increase my tool power and crafting early on. Alright, so you got my handbook, and this will show you your friends. Alright, here is your detective. Alright, here she is. And we're here. We have the cinematics for Fantasy Life Online. It's a really nice cutscene. And back to the white text. And I have fallen on my face as a shooting star. Namuna is your village. Alright. So once you've done that, you want to tap on the goddess statue. The goddess statue is where you do all your story quests. So here we have to get rid of the shadow powers. Alright, so here's the main story and some adventure icons. So here it tells you what to do. Main story, chapter 1. Let's wait for things to load. Alright, and here we can see I've logged in for my first day. So like in all Getcha and mobile games, you do have a login bonus. So on the first day I get some XP orbs. On the second day I can do a free pull. Alright, here is the joy page. Now this is new. Okay. So the joy icon, you go down here and go to your smileys. Now this can be very important, so very helpful. So what you want to do is you can send smileys to your friends. Both the sender and receiver will get joy. Now you can send a limited number of smileys to your friends each day. Make some friends and get some joy. Use the joy you collected to open joy boxes. And here we have some items here. You can only obtain the ultra rare book of great stars here. So this is a book of great stars. I'm assuming they're referring about. It is a meteor scroll, and it does a flat damage. This can be very useful early on. It also has some cosmetic items, and it even has, let's go in here. So unfortunately in this one here it doesn't state the bluebird ring. The bluebird ring you can get from joy boxes, and it increases your bounties to get rare bounties. You can also get some cool items here, such as the corn greatsword. Alright, so after that, when you land in your village, if you like a handy tip, you can go over to the left hand side here, go to your village and press view. That will change you into a top down mode. That way you can go all the way around. So for now I still have to do a story, and I'll go do this now. A girl and the white dragon. Explore this region and complete multiple quests. Some of you may know this music from the 3DS game. Alright, so here you have your formation. It's where you can change your formation of the characters and equip your bag items that you can take out. That's your adventure bag. Register items at the bag registration menu. You can increase the capacity of the bag with divine power. You can get divine power by doing the story missions. For items you frequently use, register them in the shortcut so you can use them without having to open the bag. So you can do 2 items there. Plus you can swipe to use items on your allies. So you can hold down on the item and then drag it up to that ally, and they will use that item. For that one I only have that small HP pots. Alright, so I'm all set. I'm going to start my adventure. So it states here, just like in the 3DS game, it is a adventure game, and so you can go out to the field, do adventuring such as gathering items and fighting monsters. Feel free to do what you like. If you get lost, tap the mini map in the top right corner to find out where to go. Use a teleportation crystal to return to the village where you can switch. Or you can also go back to the teleportation crystal where you can switch equipment or do other things. Alright, grassy plains. Alright, let's go chat to the sleeping guard. I believe he is the same sleeping guard from the 3DS game. Evil carrots. Alright, let's go deal with them carrots. So what we want to do is just follow the orange icon. Let's slay some carrots. And she does a few little light heals there as well. Let's unequip my weapon and run faster back. And he's asleep again. And yes, the Nap Dragon is in Fantasy Life Online. Alright, so here it shows you some of the field bosses available in the early stages of Fantasy Life Online. And it gives you a slight warning. So complete your task and return back to village and tap on the goddess statue. So quest complete. Really like the animation for that. Time for adventure. After you completed a quest, go back and report to the goddess statue. After turning in the quest, you gain points and receive a new quest. You'll also receive diamonds and other rewards. Alright, let's just tap on the goddess statue and click main quests. Here and report. And press OK. So just for doing that, you got 4 diamonds. And we have unlocked the next act of the story. So now I can go out to the field. And it says here, follow the main story to find out about the mysterious shadow powers. I'm gonna go check out the fields. So here you have the main story, the subjugation events, which is unlocked after main story chapter 1, field search, and the current event. Let's go check out the current field. And because I haven't done all of the main story yet, up to a certain point, I only have East Grassy Plains available. Now it is a mobile game, so you do have divine power, and each time you go out on a task or adventure, it will cost you divine power. Divine power can regenerate over time. You can also get stamina pots if you have any that refill it. So a field adventure costs you 30 divine power, but you can go to all maps. Alright, because I don't have a multiplayer unlocked yet, I will go solo. And I can also do my formation for my team, but sadly I only have Bray. So here you can go back out to your adventure, kill some worker bees, and slowly take down the worker bee. Now I know from doing Paladin, you need to kill caterpillars as a Trials of the Stars mission. And I want to hold down click or tap and do a charge attack. Unfortunately, this boss is too powerful for me, and I'll have to come back at a later date. Now for you Paladin mains out there, you may notice that I don't have a block icon here. Now blocking is automatic in this game if you aren't attacking. If you want to have a better block rate, you will have to unclick auto. And now every time I'm standing here in this animation and I get attacked, I will do a block. They just slowly come to me, and I'll block it. Let's go back to auto attack. So here's a good example here as well. My character has fallen. And I'll swap to one of my other allies. What I can do is I can pick up my ally. Let's use a haste pot here and make sure we do some counters. Also remember to check up on your SP and health gauge. Unfortunately he got me again while I was trying to do Unfortunately I can't attack him, he is too powerful for me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tap on the teleport crystal and head back. Now from here there's this little secret. You can go back to your village by tapping on the teleportation crystal and go and search, or you can do a nice little feature and walk this way. Alright, now that I showed you the story and outside the field, let's continue with the main story quest and unlock some of the features in Fantasy Life Online. I wonder who they're talking about here. It's your one and only idol for Fantasy Life Online, Snow-chan. So here is your classic humor for Fantasy Life. The two deities here are obsessed with the idol Snow-chan, and they're arguing who is going to get a concert ticket. Alright, let's go find. And as always, he's sleeping again. So we have another fan of Snow-chan. Alright, let's continue on. Let's collect the honey so we can get some more SP. And on the way, let's collect some Fred. Some puffs so we can make Fred for Taylor. So we're asking where we can get the tickets for Snow Chan's concert, and the two guards are fans of snow. So it seems the bandits have sent Snow a threatening letter, saying that it caused trouble at the concert because they weren't able to get tickets. Now this guard says he would join the fight, but he can't move his legs. Not because I'm scared, mind you, I'm just that I've been so busy taking care of this horse. Mind you, that horse has not moved in years. And it says the Divine Lords will be very unhappy. Alright, let's put our weapon away and continue. Teach the scoundrels a lesson. Let's leave Snow Chan's concert alone. Do a counter-attack there. Let's do a charge to finish some of them off. Put our weapon away. Let's get this. And we got some heal weed. So pick up some butterflies, some more flowers. Thanks a million. And some of you may know this lovely lady from the 3DS game, Pam. And here you can see Snow Chan in the distance. You don't seem very godlike. A ghost. Okay. Pam. Just kidding. Pam's is the biggest market in Grassy Plains. Alright, here you can find materials needed by manufacturers, which is your crafting lives. Take your time to visit each shop. And here we go. Snow Chan's introduction. Seems we have a damsel in distress somewhere. Let's run before pick up some apples. Some more weed and some fluff. Seems we have found our damsel. It is a travelling plushling. So a charge attack here. And done that. Thank you very much. Pay my act of kindness. Let's travel back and report to Snow. Alright, so what we're going to do, head to the entrance. Anywhere caves. It seems there is trouble again setting up the concert. He looks so serious. So it says they're aggressive and going berserk again. He says if I get rid of the caterpillars, she will give us the tickets. Oh, gonna click up some more. Let's deal with these pesky caterpillars. Seems we can head back and see what she has to say. I'm really liking it so far. I am getting them feels of the 3DS game. Going around doing cars and just doing the story with its great humor. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below and follow me on social media. So here is she saying that the whole idol thing is just a cover. She's actually a descendant of a clan that serves the goddess of Rivania. A clan that serves the goddess? Why did you become my idol? The reason is actually a little a bit embarrassing. I'm a mercenary. My job is to travel around the world collecting legends of the sleeping goddess. I got a lot of information and gathered up a lot of people, and I had to sing and dance to get their attention. Then one thing led to another. They started to idolize me and demanded concerts and meets and greets. Then before she knew it, she was in too deep. So he's saying she saw a mysterious fella, then he turned a girl into a monster. Now I wonder who this person is he speaks of. Goodbye. Matinee. And that is that. Quest complete. And let's report in. And here we have the gods again. There's only one ticket. uh, the Divine Lords. So this is the plushling we saved earlier. Let's go check out what he has to say. Mysterious and soft and fluffy creatures. They will help gods in void to complete their task. So he will set up a shop. So this merchant can be very useful in the early stages of the game. He has a lot of basic materials that you can buy from the shop and they reset daily. Let's continue on by doing Act 3. So it just says there, quests and other tasks unlock after playing 1 hour of the game. So here we have a other character. Some of you may know this character from the 3DS game. And he's awake for a change. And he says, "Our witness has a scary face and a lot of questions." He responds with, "I was born with this face." Name is Glenn. So Glenn is a very scary character, but he's generally nice. But he can be quite blunt. And she says, "He's gone. What a scary looking face." As he comes back in and says, "I was born with this face." Handful of Mount Snow Peak. Let's collect some more materials. And don't forget to collect your roast. And also let's get a grasshopper. So I have to go kill some carrots. There's his evil little face in there. Let's do a charge attack here. Oh, big damage. Charge attack again. Nice. Unfortunately right now I can't get these resources, but because I don't have the capable license yet. So I have to unlock the license first. They say these monsters were spawned by the shadow power that you're investigating, and they are tough to deal with. And Glenn does a little warning to the Divine Lords. Here we go, off walking again. There is mounts available in this game in the future updates, just like in the 3DS game. And here we see the white dragon. Berserk wolves. Always a damsel in distress. Good position for a charge attack. 35s. Hitting some good damage now. And let's also collect this treasure chest here as well. And pick up the grasshopper. And also see a sparkling here. Let's investigate that. Seems I got some leather gloves from that chest. And some spring water. And here comes Glenn with his very positive comment. Now let's talk to these fellas. These characters that you may know from the 3DS game. A spook in broad daylight? What a real man. There's nothing for a big bro. Abnormally from this shadow power. See here. Die Yokai Slayer. Ooh. Victorious. Alright, let's go be the knight in shining armor. I'll stop dealing with the spooks. Almost as good as me. Slightly weaker. Why do you serve the gods? Is it really worthwhile? It's just a rumor, but they say your gods can't be bothered to lift a finger to save the world. And they only show up for their idols' concerts. They even hired a group of people to get concert tickets for them. How absurd is that? It is pretty absurd. As he passes off the question. We have absolutely no idea about the whole concert ticket thing. If your gods are truly worthy, I won't hesitate to lend a hand, but I don't think they are. Besides, I don't need help from the gods. With their playful attitude, they will only make things worse. Glenn being the edgelord over here. I do feel the same. I will. Just wait. He doesn't trust the gods. And he gives a slight warning to the gods. He will raise his swords towards the gods. Dragon Slayer Glenn here is turning into a God Slayer. And that's that. Quest complete. Yatta desu ne. Alright, so we opened one chest. We can see what we got. We got 5 carrots. Alright, now let's report again. And we are 20 off. All that noise. But sleepy. Nani? Namona is brimming with the power of the gods. So Namona is this village haven you have here. And that handbook of French you're holding, I get it. You are a god's envoy. Genius guardian angel. Then we have the new residents here as well. Bustling assistants. Village tutorial. Alright, so if you don't know what to do in a village, go to the village menu. Check village tutorials indicated here. The village basic and tips are all included. Use it to your advantage. So here you have all the tutorials. In the Japanese game, I made a huge English guide. I did a lot of translations for that game. It took me a long time. With the English version of Fantasy Life coming out, everything will be in your hand and translated for you. So that's quite handy. And here I have the star statue. Strong energy. Attract the masters. And as you can see, it has attracted the first master. And here we have the master, Paladin. Alright, so that is Act 3 done of the story. I'm going to finish my episode of Fantasy Life Online here. Feel free to add me, and this is my username here, or you can search me up by the name King Goose. In my thumbnail for this video, there is 5 hidden bread loaves. So I have linked an image in the description down below in the comments. Please check. And are you able to find all 5 loaves of bread? Please follow me on social media and don't forget to hit that like button and smash that sub button for some bread. And make sure you subscribe again so you know when new videos are out and guides for Fantasy Life Online. Alright everyone, I am Oz, thank you for joining. Ja online there. Till next time, bye.